Get this party started. All right, everyone, welcome to our team call. I am so excited about our guest tonight. I try, you guys, to do a good job of varying it up. Sometimes we highlight our own team and really talk about the successes and the rank advancements we're having and take some of our top leaders and share them with you. Sometimes I get other top leaders across the country, and every once in a while we're really lucky and we get someone from corporate. And I don't know if anyone can get you more fired up than who our guest is tonight. And I know you all know him, and I'm not going to give him a huge introduction because I want to spend most of our time letting you hear from him. But I'm going to give you my first experience meeting Erik. And that was at an Isagenix University in Boston when we had a blizzard. So I see Lisa Maciel's on the call. Gina Gillen was with us. There was a handful of us. Susan Wheeler, I think, was with us at that very first big meeting that we went to. And we got snowed in, and it was fabulous. We had such a great time. And Erik knew me by name, and I wasn't anyone big then. I think I was an executive at that point. And he didn't, you know how we go to events and we always like take a peek down at people's name tags before we say hello? Because, well, I don't know if you're like me. Sometimes I struggle with names. He didn't even take a peek at my name tag. He knew my name, and I was so impressed with that. And I've just gotten to know him over the years at every conference. If he is not at a conference, his presence is missed terribly. I know there's people on this team that if they don't see Erik at an event, freak out because he brings so much energy and so much excitement to the field. So that he was willing to get on this call and give of his time for you guys tonight is precious to me. So Erik, thank you so much for being here with us tonight.
Cindy, thank you so much for having me. It's always great to see you. And I know we're all kind of adapting to this virtual environment that we're in, but I can't wait to be with everybody soon at a live in-person event and keep bringing the energy. Because, when you're in this culture, when you're immersed in this culture, like I have for the last, fully 14 years. I've been around it for, since the very beginning, 18 years, but like when you fully immerse yourself in this culture, like that's just, I feel so alive when I'm engaged in Isagenix, and I can't help but be energetic about everything that we're doing and everything we got going on. So, but I just want to thank you for your leadership over the years and everything that you give to Isagenix and your whole family. I know Tyler's just rocking it, and it's just so cool to see. So anyway, thankful for you.
We've got a lot of millennials on the call tonight, and you totally inspire their whole world, but it's so much bigger than that. And one of the things I love so much about Erik is his heart of service and really wanting to serve all of humanity. And that is huge. And what a great why. And that'll get you to do things out of your comfort zone. And so let's just start, Erik. I watched your video that we got emailed last night, your most recent 2.0, and I did share it. So I'm hoping a lot of people have already seen that, but there were a few exciting things in there. And I think what I was most excited about is that 2.0 wasn't over at Celebration, that there's still a lot more coming.
No.
So let's start there. What else do we have coming up the pike that we can be excited about?
Yeah, cool. So just, a little background. So again, 2.0, this is a entire reinvention of Isagenix. So this isn't kind of like, hey, us looking for, hey, where can we innovate? This is like literally looking at every single corner of our business and evolving the way we do things in a new evolved way for this new decade that we're in. And so that's why I keep I'm like a broken record about 2.0. What you experience at Celebration, this has just gotten us to the starting line. So when people are like, oh, Isagenix 2.0 is here, I'm kind of like, not really. It's you can see it, like you can see kind of what it's going to be, this future state. Obviously, we gave everybody some real tangible deliverables at Celebration. But obviously reinventions, just like personal reinventions and personal renewal, personal development, it takes so much time. I look at my journey over the last 14 years since I've been fully engaged in Isagenix. It's taken, the growth that's happened in myself has been big, but it didn't happen overnight. It didn't happen in a year. It didn't happen in 2 years. It happened like it's progressively happening. And that journey is infinite. I mean, it never really ends. And so 2.0, like it's us consistently delivering on 3 strategic initiatives over the next 18 months. And what you saw at Celebration, again, kind of got us to the starting line. We gave everybody the new branding, the new look and feel of Isogenics, which I hope everybody's enjoying. We gave, obviously the new whole blend shakes, the new formula, all that stuff, upgrading our core products. We gave everybody the Penny app, so those 3 strategic initiatives, product innovation, upgraded branding, marketing, messaging, and then also upgraded user experience through innovative technology. We've given people deliverables around that at Celebration. So it's kind of like, we were Isogenics 1.0. It's kind of like we've moved to Isogenics 1.05 by giving people those deliverables. But over the next 18 months, because we've got this new brand, we've got this new clear vision about where we're going, the amount of things that are actually going to occur over the next 18 months is just going to keep getting better and better and better and better. And in 18 months time, that's when I fully feel like we'll be like living in Isogenics 2.0. And we're going to keep evolving and expanding around that. So more things that you can look forward to. I would say that I actually just posted a new video on my Facebook and Instagram, a new tool around our products. One of the things that people loved at Celebration was kind of the new way that we're messaging Isogenics. That's a part of upgrading our marketing, our branding, our messaging, telling the Isogenics story in a new, compelling, evolved way. With the Art of Wellbeing video, the Vitamers video, the new business video. We just literally put out about 10 minutes ago a new product video. So go check that one out. So that's obviously something that we just delivered. But we're going to continue to add some new, the thing that you're referring to, I think, was the Q&A session that I did. We're going to continue to expand the new whole blend shake line. So every new seasonal shake that comes out, it's going to be in the new 2.0 whole blend shakes formula. So that's definitely something to look forward to over the next several months. I know everybody's pumped up about the collagen elixir that we just recently launched here in Australia, New Zealand. Like there's so much FOMO around that product. It's nuts. We're doing everything that we can to make that available in the US by early 2021. So hopefully January, February timeframe, that'll be available for the US. And then, around our new branding and messaging, I mean, that is going to touch every single touch point around Isogenics. So everybody loved that new logo, the new look and feel, the colors, the messaging, like to transform every single touch point. That's a big effort. And so one of the things that you're going to see over these next 18 months and in the near future is our packaging changing. Our, every single experience that people get is going to be elevated. One of the things that we're honing in on is that opening the box experience. That's a significant project that our team is mobilized around. We want that experience to be a beautiful, sexy, cool experience. When people get it, they just can't wait to share it on social media. We want to create these Insta-worthy moments that people just can't shut up about, and they want to talk about and share about because they're so proud of it. So that's going to be, coming every single month. It's just going to keep getting better and better and better. We're anticipating some pretty significant changes to that early 2021 for that opening the box experience. And then it's going to continue through into 2021. And then probably the biggest deliverable that I think is our biggest area of opportunity is upgrading our user experience through innovative technology. I hope everybody's enjoying the new Penny app, everybody's new personal virtual assistant. Like everybody is just like so on fire about that. That is 2.0 technology. That's exciting. One of the challenges that we have is that we built this company, started building it 18 years ago when, the internet was like, it was like if you had a website, it was kind of innovative. And so we have to migrate all of what we've built on the new innovative platforms. And so our website is getting a complete digital transformation. At Celebration, obviously people got a new, reskin, I guess. It's got the new logo, some new colors. But what's coming in the early part of 2021, we're going to experience some massive upgrades in functionality of the website. So simplified enrollment process. We want to give people a real guided shopping experiences on the .com and your own replicated websites where people can literally, take a kind of a guided shopping experience survey, and it's going to instantly spit out a recommendation based tailored to that individual's needs. So we're working on massively upgrading that so that it's just so easy to do business and intuitive to do business with Isogenics. We know that can be one of the greatest weapons that you have in your toolbox. So that is coming early 2021, and it's going to continue to improve. So, and that's a big, that's a huge project that costs, trust me, it costs a lot of money. And millions of dollars are going into this digital transformation. So those are just a few of the things that we're really working on. And I just think that it's so cool, and I've been communicating this for months now, that you don't have to worry about any of that. Like everything that I just talked about, that's on us. It's on us to formulate new innovative products and upgrade our core products within Isogenics. It's on us to, upgrade our marketing, our branding, and our messaging. What you saw at Celebration, and continue to deliver on that. It's on us to go through this digital transformation and upgrade the website and the functionality. It's on us to continue to ship products out on time and get them delivered to your doorsteps on time in this crazy pandemic environment that we're all in. It's on us to, take care of all the logistics and everything that it takes to run a business. We're going to deliver Isogenics 2.0. It's going to continue to come over these next 18 months. That's all on us, and I promise you we are going to deliver better and stronger than we've ever delivered before. That's why I've been so freaking fired up over the last 6 months, because I know what is coming. The clarity, the certainty, the alignment within our team is nothing like I've ever experienced before. And it's because, we've the 18 months that we've been through, this past 18 months has been a challenging season. And that's where the real growth actually happens. It's not always when the company's growing like crazy. Like that's all fun and exciting, but the real growth and the expansion happens when companies go through adversity. And that's why Isogenics 2.0 is coming in hot, because of what we've had to go through over the last 18 months. So as I said, all of that's on us. What's on you is getting excited about what's coming, what has already been delivered over the last 6 to 8 weeks or so, this vision of Isogenics and where we're going, and share that with people that you love and care about. And, upgrade your own personal habits, beliefs, rituals with where this company is going. Because that, in Isogenics 1.0, there's people that were growing like crazy, growing out of their skin. There's people that were plateauing, and then there's people whose businesses were declining. Everybody's got the same products, tools, systems, website, opening the box experience in Isogenics 1.0. But the difference is some people are choosing to upgrade their habits and some people aren't. And so 2.0 is going to be here. It's going to keep coming, but it won't do anything for you unless you're also willing to upgrade yourself. So I hope that message was loud and clear at Celebration, and that's going to continue to be true.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So
that was actually one of the next things I was going to ask you, Erik, is, these are obviously all of our business builders on the call tonight. So these are people with all, varying backgrounds, some brand new people in massive growth, and then some that have been with me for 8 years now. So I want to give everybody a little something. One thing we talk about all the time is it's very easy to have a 10 out of 10 belief in the products and in the company and what you guys are doing. Just hearing you talk, I get more and more excited all the time about the products and the innovation, acquiring Zizia and the Zizia products. It just keeps getting better and better and better. So that's easy. Where most people struggle that want to do this as a serious business is their belief in network marketing and their belief in themselves in network marketing. So I'd love for you to speak a little bit about that, because I know for me, my belief couldn't be any stronger, and it's enough to carry everyone on this call. But until everyone steps into that, like what you were just saying, and they they 2.0 themselves and their belief, it's going to be a struggle to do the business and be successful. So can you share a little bit about, what the belief, just talk a little bit to belief.
Yeah, cool. So, I mean, I think that as I look back on my journey, if there's one thing that I've, in the beginning when I started, uh, 10 years ago, when I like fully immersed myself within Isogenics, kind of on the corporate side, um, I mean, I was a disaster. Like I couldn't ever speak in front of people. I was scared to death to be on a conference call. I remember the first conference call I did, it was called the corporate update call. And like, I probably rehearsed it like 50 times before I actually did the call. And I was like, my heart was pounding out of my chest, and there wasn't even hardly anybody on the call. And it's kind of like, but when I look back on my journey, if there's one thing that I did right is I committed, like with my 100% being of who I am, one time to really go all out in this for the long haul. And I think that you're not going to really get any momentum in your business and really start experiencing a lot of success unless you are like 100% all in, regardless of what anybody's going to say to you about this. Because people can sniff it all over you. They know if you're 50% in, 40% in, 80% in. I would never want to join somebody that's like 75% in what they're doing. I don't want to be like somebody's test to see if this is going to work or not. I want to know that like this person that I'm following or going to, join is like 100% in. And because that's what's, I mean, certainty, that's what people gravitate towards. And that's what people need more than ever in this crazy world that we're living in. They want certainty. They want to follow people that are like unshakable in their belief in what they're doing. And so if there's one piece of advice that I think I can give, is it's like, commit to doing this one time for the long haul, because it takes so much energy and effort and just pain to have to like keep recommitting to this over and over and over and over and over. Like if you're like in it for like 3 months and then something happens, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't do this anymore. And something knocks you out of the game. And then all of a sudden you're having to recommit a couple months later. It's just painful. Now there's you're going to go through every different season of this business, just like Isogenics as a company is. We're going to go through times of incredible, growth, momentum. We're going to go through times of challenge and adversity. Any business that's been around for 18 years is going to go through all of those seasons multiple times. It's just like, and you're going to go through it as well, building your own personal Isogenics business. But I think that, through the seasons, like as long as you're staying committed and knowing that your effort, it might change from season to season, and that's okay. That doesn't mean you're not committed. Something might happen to you in your life personally where you can't focus as much on Isogenics. That doesn't mean you're not committed. Like having a long-term vision that this is what you're going to do. This is going to be kind of that plan B and this passionate thing that you're going to get engaged in to create security for your family. People can like pick up on that. And people are watching what you're doing on social media. They're watching what you're posting. They're watching what you're doing, whether they're liking it or not. They're watching, and they're watching if you're still going to be doing this in a year's time. They're watching if you're still going to be hosting the meetings in 3 years' time, and they might not be ready yet, and that's cool because Isogenics isn't for everybody. But who knows, they may be ready in 6 months or a year or 18 months. Timing is everything. I mean, in this pandemic environment, all of a sudden, over the last 3 months, it's like everybody's ready now. Everybody's ready to start earning additional stream income from home. Everybody's, wanting to be a part of an empowering community. So many more people are wanting to look after themselves and take care of their immune systems and, really put their well-being first. So timing is so important in this business. And I just think that like the greatest way to build belief is to just get into action and do it. Like no matter how messy, no matter how bad it is, like no professional athlete, nobody extremely great in their field, superstar in their field has ever built belief and gotten great by thinking their way to it. Like no athlete has ever just like sat in their room and meditated forever and been like, I'm going to be the best basketball player ever in the world. And just, it happened. Like, you can't think your way to belief and confidence. You have to get up every single day, dedicate time, energy, resources, and practice, and be willing to do to build belief. Action is what breeds confidence. Thinking doesn't. And so in my journey, when I started, 10 years ago, I was a disaster. It was messy. I didn't have a lot of self-worth, not a lot of confidence in myself, but it was just kind of that, committing one time and believing in myself that I could do this for the long haul, that just like kept my belief going, and it made me get better and better and more confident in myself and my abilities. And so anyway, that was kind of a tangent, but that's what I would say on belief.
That's great. That's awesome. I'm already getting all kinds of private messages behind the scenes here blowing up. So thank you so much. Okay, so for sure, most of us are very person to person, belly to belly, and events grow our business. So we've definitely had to pivot these last few months, and it might continue for a while. I was just on an 8-star group that the Fab put together, and I don't even know if you know about this yet. They just decided it today, but they're doing an event on September 12th. So just mark your calendars, details to come. It's going to be an ISO Life Mastery event, like a Super Saturday, because we have to pivot right now. And so maybe speak a little bit to that, because I really feel like you guys have done a great job bringing us celebration online and events and training online. And this is the season of pivoting, but it's also a season of opportunity for great, great growth. So maybe talk a little bit about that.
Yeah. Well, first off, I think we all need to take a step back and say, through this environment that the world's been through over the last 6 months, with so many people that have literally lost their businesses, lost their jobs overnight. I mean, thriving businesses shut down overnight. The financial hardship that some people have had to go through. I mean, my heart goes out to all of those people. And to have a model like in this business model, I mean, talk about belief. If there's anything that, should build your belief in this profession of network marketing, what this can actually do for people, it's like watching the world go through this over the last 6 months and watching what we do, with the exception of having to move some live events to virtual events. I mean, we've been affected, but I mean, we've like been relatively unaffected compared to the rest of the world. And I've just been so grateful for this business model over the last 6 months. I was always grateful for it and always knew how powerful it was. And I think that that's what really people have started to wake up to, is it's like, to be able to have nutrition delivered to your door, online business, work it from anywhere. It's just like, it's just so brilliant in so many ways. And so I think that in this environment, and who knows, I mean, I would like to think that the world's going to get back to the way it was. I mean, but I think that certainly, we want to get back to having live events whenever we can, 100%. But, the world is going to change forever after this incident, without a doubt. And I think that the more that we can create community, because I feel like community is the greatest product that we have in Isogenics. We have great products that you put in your body. We've got a great compensation plan, but the community in this culture, that's what's empowered me through every single phase of my life. And that's what makes me feel so good when I wake up every single morning, is the community that we have. And so obviously, being in this pandemic environment, not being able to get people, face to face, it makes that more challenging. But leveraging things like this, Zoom calls, social media, just doing like this virtual stuff, getting people like celebrating, and the more we can get people together and celebrate our culture virtually online, I think we really need to floor the gas pedal more than ever around this community product that we have in the best way that we can during this environment. And that's why, like you said, All the 8 stars, platinums have kind of come together because we need that collaboration. We're of course we're going to put on the events. We're going to put on the celebration, the ISA academies, the New Year kickoffs. That's on us, but we need all of you stepping up, and that's why I was so excited to see the 8 stars stepping up and hosting their own virtual Super Saturday, because that's what we need more of. So I just think that in this environment, highlighting this community product that we have, because you turn on the news, you turn on anything right now, the world is so negative. It's just crazy, the negativity and the fear and everything. People need something to look forward to. They need like an empowering, positive thing to be a part of. So I think that is the, again, greatest product that we offer, and something that we need to put really on a pedestal in this environment that we're in.
Yeah, amen. I couldn't have said that better myself. That was awesome. Okay, so I really want to respect your time. I'm going to ask one more question. What I'd love for you to do is just give some of your best advice. You have built the business like we have when you first got started. You watched PETA build an unbelievable business, and you've seen so many top leaders do this properly and do it well. What advice could you give everyone on the call tonight to take this to the next level, to 2.0 their business?
Well, I think there's a couple things. I think one thing is consistency. I think consistency is everything in this business. Like you mentioned PETA. I look back on her journey within Isogenics. Every single Wednesday, she had this event called Wellness Wednesday. And it was like, it didn't matter in the beginning, it didn't matter who showed up, how many people showed up. It was a consistent thing that people could build into every single week. And they know they could count on that event. It was all about creating community. It was all about empowering people to step up and getting people sharing who never thought they would ever share in their life because they didn't have enough confidence to share, for 90 seconds about how the products have impacted their life. And I know we're in this environment right now where we can't get people together, but we could do that online virtually. Like I said, for me, hosting a conference call was the biggest. I was so scared to do that. Some people, them getting on a Zoom call and sharing their 60-second isogenic story, would be a huge breakthrough for them, and is empowering them, through this journey. So I think that consistency is everything in this business. People that are growing in isogenics, I don't think it's anything that they're saying, much differently or doing much differently. It's just that they're so much more consistent than anyone else. You look at your journey, Sydney, and I look at so many of the leaders in isogenics. You show up every single day and you consistently get into action. Same thing with my parents and I, and our commitment level and the consistency. Imagine going back to this kind of belief and committing one time. Imagine if me and my parents, if we were like 75% committed, or we were, or we weren't consistent. This business would not have a chance. Or if, some rumor started and we got wind of it and we started to think, you know what, maybe we shouldn't do this anymore. Like literally that, if there's one thought that hasn't ever gone through my head, and I mentioned this on that Q&A session, over the last 10 years, a thought that has never gone through my head is, should I still be doing this? That has just never gone through my head, ever. And I know it's never gone through my parents' head. And so I think that consistently giving this your all, showing up with 100% belief and certainty every single day, day in and day out, there's just no greater tool that you can have than that. And your enthusiasm is your greatest weapon that you have. Forget about what you say. It's going to be messy in the beginning. You're going to be stumbling over your words. It's going to be messy. But the more you do it, the more you consistently do it, the more confident you're going to get, the better you're going to feel. And eventually, you know, if you cast a vision on people and share a message with people consistently over time with passion, eventually it's going to land on good people. I mean, I look at the START movement. When we first began the Start Your Life movement, there was no young people in Isogenics, like zero. Like you'd show up to our events and there was not a lot of young people at all. And we started casting a vision about what, you know, this vehicle could do for young people to start their life and stuff like that. And we had 8 people join the Facebook group, like 8 people joined the Facebook group. After a year, about 1,700 people were in that group. After a year. So this didn't like take off overnight. After the second year, we had about 7,000 people. 2 years, 7,000 people in the whole company. So it wasn't like it just happened. It was messy. Like the first start party was like a really bad high school dance. It was like it wasn't cool at all. But we started. It had to start somewhere. And now, you know, but then after that like 3-year point, it kind of hit a tipping point, and then all of a sudden, you know, people like Emily Vaver started showing up. You know, my wife Peta showed up. Kelly and Tyler Dickerhoff showed up. Tyler showed up. You know, so many of these young people Audrey and James McLeod showed up. And it wouldn't have happened if we weren't consistently in action over time, over those first 2 years. It just wouldn't have happened. So yeah, I think that is probably the number one thing: consistency, your enthusiasm, and just committing to doing this one time, no matter what comes your way.
Love it. Well, we can't thank you enough for your commitment and how you show up always at 100%, Erik. And, you know, we see that at every event, and we know what goes on behind the scenes. And, you know, I'll say this on behalf of our whole team. I really, you know, think we're all going to be stepping into this 2.0 season ourselves. You know, I'm working really hard to help our team rise up for this, so we're all ready. And, you know, we want to do our part to help you, to help the company grow and take this to the next level. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for being here tonight.
Absolutely. Well, thanks so much for having me, Sydney. And again, this is literally the next 18 months will be the most exciting season that we've ever entered in Isogenics. I just feel it with every cell of my body and where this company's going. I've never felt our team stronger, more excited, more aligned. And I hope that you can really start to see that. You know, are we going to experience these challenges along the way? Of course, every business does. But it's just going to continue to make us better. And I just know that in 18 months, everybody's going to look at Isogenics, and I hope that you feel this way now, and you've even felt it at Celebration. So proud of this company and where we're going in the future.
So proud. Oh, thank you. We all love you, Erik. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in. Erik, I'll send you the chat. Everybody's blowing it up, so thank you.
Please do. I can't wait.
All right. Good night, everybody.
See you, everybody. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Erik,
much.
thanks, Cindy.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.